troublemaker.
Yeah? You should be at work.
It's been more than 13 years since protesters gathered in Wisconsin's capital, some staying several weeks, over legislation that stripped most public employees of their right to collectively bargain. Those rights have now been restored, at least temporarily.
It's not all about money, it's about having a voice.
While promoting small businesses on College Avenue, Governor Tony Evers applauded Act 10 being overturned.
It's a step in the right direction. I think unions are important, and they're important for public service folks as much as anybody else. And so I think it's a good decision, but I think it's a long way from soup.
The lawsuit that brought this new ruling argued the 2011 law violated the state constitution by dividing public employees into two categories, general and public safety. The judge agreed with that stance.
See, what it was all about was taking the power out of the hands of those big government union bosses and putting it back into the hands of the hardworking people here in Wisconsin.
Former Governor Scott Walker proposed what became known as Act 10. His legislation led to the protests, which were as large as 100,000 people, and after becoming law, recalls were launched against Walker and 13 state senators. It appears the judge who overturned Act 10 was one of the 900,000 people who signed a Walker recall petition.
See, collective bargaining is not a right. It is an expensive entitlement. And this judge is wrong on all counts, not just on the policy, but on the legal issues as well. You see, there's already, and has been for decades before I was governor, a separate class of employees when it comes to retirement for those in law enforcement and fire service.
Act 10 forced those affected to start paying more for their retirement plans and health care coverage. Republicans claim it saved taxpayers more than $16 billion.
Supporters say that this could bankrupt schools and local governments. Do you see that happening?
No. I mean, when Act 10 happened, the money saved came out of teachers' pockets. It wasn't like some magic. And as a result of that, it makes it more and more difficult to hire teachers.
Both sides acknowledge this issue is far from over, with the Republicans already promising to appeal. Ben Krumholz, Fox 11 News.